Alright, so this week you're writing a journal entry. So it's like that Molly Whoopie writing that we did before we went on this extended distance learning. So remember, with your journal entry, you need to use a character's point of view. You need to share that character's thoughts and feelings. You use first person, I, me, mine, me, us, myself. You need to describe events, and you need to include dialogue. So that's a conversation between the character and another person. Now, in a journal entry, this one right here isn't that important. So if you have to leave one of these out, this would be the one to leave out. So now what you're going to do is you're going to choose a character from one of your books that you have been reading. Plan to write a journal entry on a piece of paper or on the computer. This is like what we did with Molly Whoopie. Read your entry to someone in a voice that sounds like what you imagine your character's voice to sound like. Now, if you remember, your Molly Whoopie journal entries are over here in your tabs as well, so you can refer back to those as well. Now, the book I've been reading has been called Dealing with Dragons and Animorphs, which I don't know if any of you guys have read those. So what I did is I found this journal entry online from a book that you guys are all familiar with, or at least you're familiar with the movie, from Harry Potter. So let's take a look at what this person did. So we have journal entry as a character. You'll see down here, they're writing as Harry Potter. So notice how they have the same attitude, the same mannerisms as Harry Potter does. So he starts out, Dear Journal, where do I even start? So we're using that first person. It seems like the world has been turned upside down since the week began. Everything started out fine at breakfast on Monday when Uncle Vernon told me to fetch him the mail. As I was coming back from the hall, I saw that the letter was addressed to me. Everything would have been fine if Dudley had kept his fat mouth shut and not said anything to Uncle Vernon, who proceeded to snatch the letter out of my hand and read it with the strangest look on his face. The next day, I received 2 more letters. The next day, even more, and then things started to get really weird. The letters started coming out of the weirdest places instead of just the post slot, since Uncle Vernon had nailed that shut, and insisted the postman leave anything he had for us on the porch. Aunt Petunia was cracking eggs one day when I heard her scream. The eggs had letters inside them instead of letters. Still, I was unable to get my letter. Finally, just yesterday, the letters poured out of the fireplace in a crazy stream that knocked everyone off of their feet. Uncle Vernon told everyone to get in the car, and he drove us to the dock, where he took a boat to an island where he thought the post couldn't reach us. He was right, but instead of giant named Hagrid found us and told us some things that really can't even I comprehend. He told me that I was a wizard who was to go to some school called Hogwarts and be trained as a wizard. Uncle Vernon and Aunt Petunia apparently knew about this and just didn't tell me about it. But Hagrid's making sure I go since my name has been down to attend since I was born. We have to go shopping for my school supplies soon. I have no idea where you can find cauldrons, dress robes, and a wand in London. This is all so strange that I don't think I would believe it if it didn't have the letter right in front of me. I'm most excited to leave the Dursleys on September 1st and not have to see them again until the summer. Have to go for now. Aunt Petunia is calling me to do the dishes. Until later, Harry. P.S. I almost forgot. Hagrid gave Dudley a tail for eating my birthday cake. I think magic is going to come in handy next summer. So what you'll notice, he used first person. He described events. He described those letters he was getting, his thoughts, how he was worried at first. He had these nice adjectives like a crazy stream. Instead of just saying they came in through the post, he's really giving that description. So that's what you guys will be doing. I look forward to reading them.